Hello all. So I picked up this pile of mess that you see before you. This is an autofocus sensor for the laser. This I don't want. We're getting rid of that. This is what I want. This is a stepper motor. So what happens is you put all this stuff together. This is the mount for it. And then you can control your bed height up and down with the motor. And you don't have to crank it. And I'm crazy, so I'm going to try and fit this so I have manual control up and down over the bed and not use the autofocus at all. But we're going to see how this works. I've never done this. I also got the controller for it, a belt, wires, pulley. I'm getting some bolts together to bolt the motor to the mount, which is this guy. So we got the 4 bolts there, and then this gets mounted into the bottom of the machine, 4 bolts, and then we run the belt around it, and then we're gonna try and do this. I actually don't know how I'm going to do this because I'm trying to make it do something it kind of doesn't do, which is manual control. So yeah, we will figure it out and you guys can follow along. But the first thing to do is bolt motor to frame. Okay, so now that the compressor's turned off, showed you putting the bolts in. They are hex heads, so they just lock themselves in, so all you gotta do is tighten the nuts. Alright, so I'm gonna find washers for this, and I need to do some setup, because the next bit of stuff is actually in the laser. I'm going to have to go out and pull the bottom spindle out. Well, I'll show you guys when we get to it. So, that is it for right now. Give me a second here, and we will set up again. Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Okay, welcome back. Oh, my lights are kind of low. I hate working with these things, but this is the continuing saga of manual control on my bed. I showed you guys the wiring stuff. I'm going to try and get in here and get the motor in and move that belt and everything else, and you guys can follow along. But the first step is to get my honeycomb out. I think it'll be easier to work from the top if I can do some of it. So yeah, we're going to get on with this, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Never done this. Thanks for tagging along, guys. First thing is, I gotta clean up this bed a little bit. Just use an old paintbrush and go to town. Get a vacuum in here, but okie dokie. So, Allen wrench. There's a big old nut on the bottom under the thing here. So I'm going to try and get I'm glad I got long arms, but get this sucker out. Yeah, it's not going to turn. So I'm going to get this out, and then probably with a little bit of swearing, and then we'll get the motor in. Okay, yeah, I know, not the quite right tools, but oh man, my arm just barely fits under the laser. Ow. So, we have this roller, which in typical cheap Chinese lasers, I think I'm going to have to upgrade, because I don't know what this thing's even pivoting on. Nice. Yeah, guys, you're supposed to put a sleeved bolt on something like this, just in case nobody knows. Alright, well, guess I'm gonna put this back in because I don't have the right bolts, but it's just a bit annoying. Well, lucky this thing doesn't get much use. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So I have my motor. Alright, everyone, so I actually had to jump away. I had to find this guy. So I've got that, and I've got this, and accompanying hardware, and my motor, and the bracket, the base, whatever you want to call it. But what I realized is, where'd my light go, first of all? Hey, there we go. So what I realized is, how do you get the belt out from the four corners? So mine is crank, but you just unloosen these two little bolts. This is a slidey plate, and then the whole thing lifts right out of the bottom. It's just a grommet in the bottom. So I have to go around and loosen all four corners, unfortunately, get the belt back in there, and then figure out the middle stuff. But we gotta do that first because, yeah, belt. So I'm gonna do that. You guys don't need to watch me do that. Maybe I'll just run video of it, and you guys can follow along and listen to me swear. Yeah, that's next step, and then obviously put new belt in, and I'm going to clean under these while I'm in here because they tend to pick up some junk. But yeah, so here we go doing that. Well, this is the new belt that I'm really hoping is the right size. Should be. I mean, it's not like there's that many choices. So we just need to keep one straight and the other one, and also make sure it doesn't have twists in it. So I have to remove my laser. The roller with a bolt goes through the hole. Can you see that? Yeah, there. Yeah, so I got to get those down, and actually, let me review again, I think. There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. So that one goes there. This one. So the problem I'm getting to is you got to bolt this down, but you can't bolt it and seize up the outside. It's got to spin, so it's got to be small enough to stay on the bearing head, but not on the pulley. I'm trying to work out, get this, but it also can't be too high off the bed because then it's not gonna do anything. This one is going to go there, and these are going to go like this, and like that. So, I'm going to go underneath here and tighten these suckers up real quick that you guys really can't see. But, get this rolling. Whoa! Yeah, the laser is on a piece of wood. We have this setup here, which Wow. Well, that sits remarkably close to those rollers. Well, I'm going to torque it, but wow. Okay. I'm going to get all these guys in here. Okay. I'm going to do those bottom back 2 bolts. And, yeah. Okie dokie, folks. There we go. Now, I'm also hoping my manual still works. Ooh, it's much tighter, but it works. I'm spinning a motor now. But I'm hoping Mr. Stepper Motor will take care of that and my old fingers don't have to do it. So, I had to put some stuff back together. I gotta pull this out because I'm gonna have to run some wires and figure out the wiring stuff. But that's getting the motor in, and I wish I could even test it. I can't even test it yet. I don't have anything hooked up, so we shall see how it goes. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to swap my battery out, and we will keep working here. Stepper motor install into a OMTech 80 watt. Thanks for coming by, guys. Have a great day. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So, motor's in. I hooked up my wires. I'm going to run some wires over there. This is definitely out long enough to get to the control board. I'm going to solder all these in, but until it's running, I'm not going to mess with them. So, they are just going to get tucked in the back for right now, out of my way. But our next step is going to be hooking up controllers. So I got to move you guys over there. Hold on 1 second. So this is my pile of wires. There's my controller. So this bunch is what gets signals from the main, this guy. And this is our power, and these 4 remaining slots are for motor control. So there's, going through the instructions, I don't know what yours are. I don't want to say anything because, yeah, you could hook them up wrong. But so I'm going to have to hook my motor wires, these guys, up to this port, and then this, and power, and then these just plug straight into the controller. So I'm going to get to work on that real quick, and we'll show you the finish up of it. Okie dokie, everyone. Welcome back. So I have my adapter or plug or whatever the heck you want to call this. These 4 wires are to the motor, from the motor. These 2 are from power. That's power supply. I'm not showing you that because I don't want to be responsible in case you hook it up wrong. So now this gets plugged into our new stepper motor controller, right? I have to check these There's these dip switches here. You can probably just barely see. I gotta check those. But then this is our main controller. And if you just look on the side, it's written. So it's X-axis, Y-axis, yeah, whatever, axis, and U-axis. So it's not Z in this, it's U, which doesn't matter. We just pluggy that in right there. And this might be done. I have a little bit of computer stuff to do and figure out, and I have to check those dip switches. But yeah, that's pretty much most of it. I'm going to wrap up here, check those switches. Again, I don't want to post those because I don't know what your machine needs and I don't want to be responsible. I'll show you some stuff here. I'm not doing a screen, whatever, grab. So, and you probably can't even read it. And Apple's not going to let me save it. Anyway, right up here, if you go into settings, device settings, it's Z-axis control, which is weird because on the controller it's U-axis control, whatever. But in Lightburn it's enable Z-axis, and then you hit OK. And then if you go into the Windows thing that pulls up all your different things, you can get this little window that you can click and move stuff. But on my radio controller, or whatever you want to call it, you probably can't see it. There's these two buttons up top, and it's up and down. So if I push the up button, ooh, magnetic, it rises. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. And I have dedicated buttons. I was trying to put a button on here, but this controller has up and down buttons on it. Super awesome, because I didn't want to go into another menu and all that. So yeah, there we go. Motorized bed install without auto pointer. I'm not using the auto pointer. By the way, if somebody wants an auto pointer, I got one. First person to comment to get the auto pointer wants it. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna clean up L wires here and put all the grate and the bed and everything back together. But yeah, that's it. Oh, let me show you this view real quick. Oh, I don't know if my light's gonna. Oh boy. So you can see how the belt sits under there and then goes around. But yeah, came out real nice. Real nice. As I said, I'm going to tidy up here, and that's about it. Thanks for coming out, guys. I hope you watched it. I hope it helps. I don't know. I try, but I'm not a very good storyteller. So yeah, if you like my stuff, please subscribe. I know everybody says it, but you know, YouTube cares. So I have a huge mess to pick up and a new toy to play with. Thanks for coming out, guys. Hello all. So I wanted to show you the finished process. Everything is all said and done. I've got my bed back in. So I move normally, whatever, left and right on my controller. But then the up and down buttons bring me into focus. And if you haven't seen my focus video, I put the extra laser in, so I know if it's out of the cross, it's not in focus, but once it comes into the cross, perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the final product. Thanks for coming out, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Hit me up with any questions or comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Have a great night, guys. Thanks a lot.